That's so nice here.
Just had to follow it. Just had to follow her. It's a little different when it's cloudy with this stuff. There's a lot of following going on. There's one. Got him. I don't know if he'll do a pound or not, though. We're going to find out. Spot lock. I lifted my spoon up and it just got heavy. Man. I don't know if Sprague's caught one yet. But look out, Sprague. I just 1-pounded it. Sprague knows how to catch them. Don't think I'm not concerned. Just Sprague can catch bass. Everywhere he goes, mopping it up.
I know Watson's been, it's not really my particular game, but I know Watson has been absolutely throttling them doing this. And the conditions are still right. The weather hadn't moved in, so the fish haven't necessarily, they'll still pull underneath these, be underneath these docks instead of kind of milling out in the shade.
Not as effective when it's nasty and cloudy.
Just busted me in a 1.5er. I was a little worried because the reception was bad over here when we got here, so it kind of put a little additional stress. But all it is just pull up. We're just running these docks, you know, over deep water, you know, 40, 50 feet, even deeper. Trying to get some suspended bites while the sun's still out.
I'm using 20-pound line, 7-to-1 gear ratio. Bass Pro qualifier because it holds a lot of line. It's fast reel, fast for this, and a 7.5-foot wall flipping stick, heavy action. You know, there you go. Got him. He ain't very big. I don't know if it's a fish. Nope, not a fish. That happens.
There's a little wad up down there. There he is. Golly.
A little shallow. Come on, bass. Tries, I haven't had a bite. Get in there and catch something. Quit messing around. Usually the hardest strike you'll get doing this.
No, I just got a big largemouth. Oh my goodness. Big largemouth.
Where are you going?
I'm right here. I'm gonna stay right here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Yes, sir.
You got one?
That's the one right there, brother.
You're hoping in this situation you can get a herd and catch some doubles. And you definitely hope you can catch them on the outside of these things instead of up and over. like that.
Get full, man.
Some docks got them, some docks don't.
You know, we just talked about how I flipped in there and caught that little spot, and had a couple more bumping. Didn't get a hook in them. Didn't make a whole lot of sense, you know. And next flip, I flip in there and catch that 4 or 5. So just goes to show you that sometimes those largemouth, after them spots get it fired up a little bit, they'll I think they'll move in there and kind of see what's going on, and that's what you get.
Come on, Jeffries, you gonna tell me how Sprague's whacking on them? It's my pond. I'll bet he's spooning. I bet he's spooning.
Oh, Table Rock does still have some fish in it, don't it? We good?
Yep. 4 or 5.
We got my dang pole. That's how excited I got about that one. Yeah, he's a keeper. He'll weigh if we can get him in the boat. Long fat spot. Spitting up crawfish. That's money. You're spitting up on the deck. You know, same thing I was doing just a minute ago. I just moved out to a little bit deeper water. I mean, they just seem to be over that deep water this morning. Letting that thing just sink down what I would think about halfway into that 40 foot or so. And then just kind of start your jigging process, or just kind of flutter it a little bit. And if there's one that chased it down, they'll eat it. I mean, if they're interested. If not, you just crank it up and do it again. I mean, repetition's the key, being as precise as you can be with your casts on the back ends of these boats and stuff. That way you don't touch anything. One, you don't want to hit somebody's boat, and two, as soon as you do, it's over, because you've ruined the dock. The fish will get spooked. They'll know you're there, and then they'll be out of there. So pretty basic stuff, but it can be fun. You know, this is kind of time of year to really get after it. And oh, I just had one just cracking on the way down again. Come it. Try to stay off of them as much as you can. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But like, to have 3 fish cracking on one drop and not get a hook in any of them, or 3 different cracks, you know, not much more than you can do than that, and put it where he lives. Wait for the outcome. Man, this place is on fire. These fish have just, I mean, from what I've seen, this place is, they're really actively feeding. And for me to make this many flips at one dock, there's a lot. I mean, I'm telling you, they've shown that there's a lot of fish here, and we can let it rest and come back, probably catch a few more. If I can get this line off here, twist it all up.
Too early, but that's a hell of momentum right there. You know, a couple 3-pounders. Problem is, this cloud cover doesn't help this pattern at all, so that, you know, to get out to a good start like that is awesome. I'm happy for them.
That sun's getting up there, just going to drive them, more and more of them, to the shade, and, you know, back underneath these docks deeper. So all we can do is just keep putting it where they live, and see if we can't get the right one to eat.
There he is. Little, and by himself. God dang it. Why are they so freaking little? And why are they by themselves? Over the rail. Over the rail. Thanks for no net, Jeffries. Oh, big old Kentucky. Get in here. Yes. Sprague might have seen some double action. I've only seen one fish come up with another fish and not a school. Generally throughout the day you can get 7 or 8 big schools of fish to come up, and I'm not saying they're giants, but usually if you got this deep and you're catching Kentuckies, usually
He ain't that big, he just side hooked. You know what, I'd like to say it's going like I thought it would, and it's not bad. To be honest with you, I really thought I would move around a little bit more, but being that there was such a little bit of a little wad right here on the end of this particular dock, I've stayed longer than I anticipated, and that's kind of like tournament fishing. You don't really know what you're going to do until it happens in the Derby, meaning like, you know, you could think, oh, I'm going to run this water, and then you wheel in there and this happens, you know, you continuously catch one here and there, one there. And that could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing, meaning you don't really know if you'd have left. If I leave here, I may wind up on another dock and they'd be 3-pounders. And, you know, and I have to make that decision here in a few minutes, whether I'm going to stay or go. So in the tournament, if you stayed, you know, you might catch 12 pounds, and or you could catch 22 pounds. You know, it just might take a little longer to get the larger fish to eat. So it's just one of those deals. I mean, all decision making, all mental. That's what I attribute it to. Everybody talks about, you know, what makes a good angler, a good tournament angler or whatever, and it's all decision making. And you know, you can think, well, I make good decisions in life, and you know, I've done really well at this, that, and the other. Well, I mean, sometimes a good decision is not always a good decision. It's you just kind of halfway just make something on the fly. You're like, you know, you don't feel it, the weather changes, whatever the case may be, and that's whenever you make a decision and make something happen for yourself. You know, guys like Strader and like I said, and Crete McClellan, they've been around, they've done it. You know, anybody who's been able to watch those other 2 shows, just little adjustments on the fly. That's what makes things go further in the fishing. We're gonna run over here. I saw one blow up 15 minutes ago chasing bait. I should have ran over here then, but I had some fish fired up over there. So I'll just fire up here with I got a Gene LaRue tattletale worm on a nail weight rig, and if there's one laid up there around any of those logs waiting on a easy little meal, a lot of times that'll be the cricket. Anybody knows they see a spinning rod in my hand, I'm not particularly at home, but I don't mind doing it. I can promise you that. I know what comes off the end of one a lot of times, and we're going to Michigan next, so obviously I better get used to it, sounds like. If you will, the guy that I look up to a lot and it's taught me a lot about fishing, Jason Reyes, he fishes the tour with us. God, man, that dude he's a light line specialist. You can guarantee if we go somewhere and it's going to be a light line deal, you better put him on your fantasy fishing. He's going to throttle him, I can guarantee that.
Hey, boys. Should have got smoked already. False alarm, boys.
There he is. That's a big one. Oh my goodness. If that's a largemouth, son, this is a full grown one. I'm talking about mega giant. Oh, I got two. Oh, perfect. Oh, one come off. Good night.
Let's hook that.
I had two big ones. God, there's a mega wad. Oh my gosh. There's a mega wad with them. I had two absolute giants on. And there was about 10 with them. Good night. I mean, he's not that big, but he is fired up. I'm trying to see where I got him hooked too. I barely got him hooked. And the problem with this is it's not even like a crankbait. It's worse. It's a dang spoon. I got him. All right. Or it took my stinger hook off my bait. I think that was Watson setting me up for failure. He's like, hey Sprague, you need a stinger hook? And I was like, yeah, dude. He's like, here, try this. Threw me some stinger hooks over. Yeah, well, I just watched the 3-pounder swim off with it. No, he wouldn't do that. It's just, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I pulled that school out and I think that, oh, there's one. I don't think he's a pound though. He might be a pound. Little fat spot's hard to tell. Guarantee that fish is pushing a pound and barely 12 inches long.
It can happen real quick. But it's not happening for me today so far. I have caught them on this spoon bite all over the place. If it's got deep docks and clear enough water, they'll eat it. That's a fact, Jack. Got him. Got him. By himself. Can't get any school action going. They can't catch largemouth either. All right, I don't know how many bass I've not caught, but I've not caught very many. And it's way tougher. The cloud cover doesn't help. I knew it was coming. You know, up until today, it'd been bright, sunny, and a lot easier. It all depends on the docks you get on, whether they got them or don't got them, you know, and I've not got on them yet. So managed to catch one largemouth. It's just the way it is. You got to deal with it.
First little period went decent. We got on a couple of docks that had some fish on them. We hit quite a few docks that didn't have any fish at all. And looks like the rain's coming in. I mean, it's literally right upon us. We're kind of going to see what happens. We may cut this little 15-minute break short, if possible, so we can continue on before we get rained out. I don't think the cameras are truly equipped to be out in it. But, you know, caught a lot of fish, had a lot of fish. I've actually probably lost as many as I've caught. And that's just part of doing what we're doing right here. And so you guys didn't get to see it this morning, but we had a little friendly competition with a jet ski here with his Yeti cooler and his fishing poles on it. He trolled for us right in front of us, so we really couldn't fish out there on some schoolers. But otherwise, we'd have got to be able to do some of that, and that'd have been pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna see what the next jump is, and we're gonna make some moves and see if we can't find some more fish to catch.
All right, I'm getting a few bites. Cloud cover's coming in, slowing down, but my spoon's getting some bites. I'm pretty sure that Sprague's probably jacking him. He's probably found himself 2 or 3 really good boat docks. So we'll see. I'll try this other color for a second. This weather doesn't help this bite at all. It might get their attention, but you'll have a lot more fish follow you than actually eat you. But I'm going to deal with it because it's all I got.
Back from the break, caught 1 bass already, lost 2 more. It's just, you know, part of what we're doing, losing a lot of fish. I mean, it's a little aggravating, a little frustrating, but
he ain't very big, but he bit like, 3 times. He'll weigh.
he ain't even gonna keep. He might keep. You know what? I bet you he weighs a pound.
Hey, let me get what's there real quick, Mark. All right, you got the boat. All right, you got a man, right? You got the
Zero.
0, 3.
1-4.
1, 4.
36 foot on bottom.
You know what? I'm flipping this old worldwide spoon, James's new spoon in here from River to Seas. You know, catching a lot of fish on it. I got to get back to it real quick because they're on it. But I mean, he's come out with a pretty cool spoon, and it works. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty special. Pretty special.
Little Kentucky followed me out. It's not getting better as the day goes. You just got to keep running around. That was the first flip in this dock and caught one. I'm going to run out of spoons if I'm not careful. Yeah. That spoon is, at times that spoon can go as far as over as 3 stalls. So the rear trajectory of this worldwide spoon, the way we got it cupped, it shoots back there further than competitor spoons. Getting beat by my own method. There's one. You see that strike?
Got full screen on.
This might be a good one. Acting like a better one. Oh yeah, brownie. Brown bass. These brownies pull a lot harder than everything else. That's 2 brownies today.
That's just the game. Gets a little bit aggravating. Barely hooked. Oh my gosh. We need this one. Come here, dude. Stop. I gotta get him out of that dock. Golly, come on, fish. I can't, I mean, he's got it under his chin, so he's got the advantage on me. He's got good leverage. All I gotta do is just not pull it out of him and let him wear himself out. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. It's barely hooked. I mean, she's just got it under her chin there, and just where her gills are, from what I could tell. That's the great thing about my Costa sunglasses, is I can see where that fish was hooked with these silver sunrise mirror lenses. It's there she is. She's coming up right here. Look. Oh goodness. Oh, I got 2 hooks in her now. I got 2 hooks in her now. That's good. It's not pretty, but it's good. It's not pretty, but it's good. I got her. Got her. Dings are $1. Oh goodness gracious. That's the good thing about flipping a big spoon, is you never know where it's going to go or what it's going to do. All right, gotta go.
I don't want to lose $5,000. Not good. It's going to take a miracle now to catch up, because this definitely hurts it, and it's not been super good because of the cloud cover all day today, and this just made it worse. And when you're in a hole like I am, you can't dig your way out unless you're getting some bites. And I haven't got a bite. This makes 3 docks now that I haven't got a bite on. Right here, there's one. That's a grown one. I caught a 5-pounder. This is a grown one here. Yeah, big one. Big one. Big one. Yeah! That's a miracle. How about that? That's what you gotta catch. I caught a 5-pounder right there 2 weeks ago. Ain't got enough time now. I failed America. I failed my family, myself, and America, all in the last 3 hours. That's all there is to it.
We wrapped it up. I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it, you know, without your hospitality. Giving the invitation, you know, they even had the opportunity to come up here and do this. So
It was a good day.
unbelievable! I had a fantastic. I mean, it was a great time, man. This place is on fire. I was happy to see the amount of fish. I saw a bunch of fry today. You know,
Yep.
place is going to come back. It's good now. It's even going to get better. You know, so thanks for having me. Dude, you got a great product. I mean, you know me.
Dude,
it's not my deal. I didn't come up here to do a Watson showcase of your spoon. But after, you know, looking around a little bit and seeing what I had to see on these docks, and then out from it and what the fish were actually doing, I was kind of painted into a corner with that deal. And you know, James was kind enough to give me, you know, a handful of his spoons on top of what I had. And man, I just got lucky today, and my ignorance, if you will, of the lake paid off versus your knowledge, because you know I didn't know any better. You know, I just
Were they deep?
They were super deep. I mean, you know, I'm catching my fish out of 40 to 60 feet. You know what I mean? And they're suspended in those little treetops down there. It's super special, kind of what you're looking for.
Yep.
But man, that spoon is spot on, and you guys have a great product there.
It falls right. You know, you were on some good fish today. You managed to catch and I know you lost some fish.
Oh,
You had to have lost some
yeah,
fish.
I lost a ton. But that's part of what we do with this spoon. I mean, I fish a spoon a lot back home. Lake Fork, we fish a big flutter spoon a lot. So I know what the deal is. You lose, I'd go on a limb and say 50% of the fish that you hook. You get to see them a lot of times. You know exactly what they were. And you know, you probably, I don't know how much of our stuff was on film today because we had some pretty in and out service. But
You said you caught some drop shot fish.
yeah,
out service.
I did. I caught quite a few fish on a.
When you brought them up, could you drop back on them?
What I would do is I'd pull them out with that spoon, and I could see 10 or 12 with those sunrise silver mirrors from Costa. You know,
right
you
there.
can look down 10 foot or so and see a big school of spots come out. I just flip back in there with my tattletale worm from drop shot from Jean LaRue, and you know, just wind up wrangling another one in the boat. I think that might have separated us a little bit. You know, being able to actually get lucky and get a couple of those fish.
You had three good bites.
I did. I had 3 good bites. I really did.
I didn't get a good bite until the very end, about 5 minutes to go. And actually, it was in a stall. I told Matt, I said a couple weeks ago, I caught a 5-pounder in this stall. A couple weeks, about that second, I lifted up on that spoon. He was on it, and he swallowed it. And I thought it was bigger. Them scales were right. It was right at 4 pounds. But man, it was healthy. All my fish were healthy.
Sure,
And-
gorgeous fish. Absolutely.
But I never pulled up, but one time. And when I did, it was only little bitty Kentuckies.
Right.
And I did manage to weigh 2 out of that bunch. But I never pulled up any schools, like kind of like what we saw off and on yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you see some
I
schools?
did. I saw some schools of fish today come up. You know, 10,
while
12
you're
fish.
reeling
Oh goodness,
one.
I'm letting
You're
him.
fighting over
I'm
it.
letting him. Actually, I had 2 double
How
hookups today.
doubles?
I had doubles twice today. Watson says, "Hey, Sprague, you got stinger hooks?" I was like, "I didn't come up prepared for stinger hooks. I plan to run the bank, you know." And
Dude, I give you my 2-pound test stinger
Listen,
hooks.
he gave me 2-pound test stinger. Twice I look back and I'm to the camera and I'm like, doubles. Oh, they're big ones. Unbelievable. The stinger hook. I mean, literally, you see them pop off and one just kind of swim off.
I'm sorry.
But hey, you know, it's super awesome. That, you know, so I had a great. I mean, it's great, and it's cool to get, you know, to do a different style of fishing, even though that's not really truthfully how I fish at home. But it just, like I said,
be addicting.
It is addicting, you know, and to be able to come up here to Table Rock and do this, and the opportunity that Jeffries and Bass Zone give us, it's a good platform, and it's going to go far. I mean, there's no doubt. I really enjoyed myself.
I did too. I hate losing $5,000 to you.
Well,
I mean,
I
what
don't
are you
know.
going to do?
I don't know what to say about
What are you
that.
going to do with
I
all
thought
that
we discussed
cash?
yesterday. I was gonna go and straight buy $5,000 worth of biffle heads or hard heads from so I could support Tommy.
Why don't you go buy
Tommy
some of these
Biffle.
spoons from me?
You know what?
Support me a little bit.
I will. I may send
$500 worth.
I'm gonna send Rivers to see an
proposal?
email and be like, "Hey, look. I mean, you know, I know you got worldwide over there, but I mean, we did.
I did beat him
we
on
did
his own
school him.
stuff. Oh boy, I wasn't embarrassed. You know, I'm glad you took people weren't going to take that offer. You know, Jeff ain't scared of nothing.
I mean, it's
He said-
fishing. It's fishing.
I said, come on, stay at my house, do it.
Yep.
I said, you got a chance to beat me. And I said, they're biting so dang good. Come on up. And he did, and I appreciate you taking the offer. I do want to ask you, make sure you're going to have to give, you already said you would, you're going to give some of that at the end of the season here for the Shriners Hospital for Children, because you did say $1 a pound for the
Absolutely.
year.
Absolutely.
I'm already at 199 pounds, so I'll get $200. We'll give it to the kids.
No doubt, 100%. That's such a good cause. You know, we had the opportunity to go to the Shriners deal in Florida this year.
Yep.
And hang out and visit with the kids and the parents and stuff. And man, it's such a great cause.
Yep.
I'm super happy for you in that deal that
I'm
you've
happy
got
for the
going over
kids.
there. And I mean, it's a big deal, and that's something unique in the fishing industry that not a lot of people get to understand, that we get to give back to those kiddos.
Yep.
Because it wasn't that long ago that I or you or anybody else was a kid, and we're lucky enough that we might not have had an element like they have. So
you'd be amazed at how many people that know about this come up to me and say, "I was a Shriners kid."
Yeah.
I was a Shriners kid for 6 months. I had one gentleman said, "I was a Shriners kid until I was almost 19 years old."
Yeah.
I mean, getting help. And again, it doesn't cost the parents anything. They do accept some insurances, but most of the Shriners Hospitals for Children is driven by donations.
That's pretty awesome. It really is, and we appreciate appreciate that. Hey, thanks for your service. First Staff Sergeant Watson.
Sprague and I, we served at Fort Leonard Wood together, unbeknown to us.
True.
In 99. 99.
Yep.
He was going through basic, and I was given basic.
He was a drill sergeant. So. Long story, but anyway, we've had a long friendship since then, and you've come a long way with your worldwide and branding and things like that. So thanks.
I had to put my rally worldwide
You did,
hat
and it almost worked out for you, brother. Thanks, Bass Zone. And Mark Jeffries.
Thanks, Jeffries,
Yep.
Matt, you guys at Bass Zone.
Bass Cat. Bass Cat, baby.
Your Bass Cat, right?
No, my Bass Cat sucked the doors off of him this morning.
He let me drive it yesterday. He said, no, go ahead, open it up. And I'm like, Rory ain't going 72. He said, nah, man,
just
drive it.
Let her eat, son.
79.
Oh
boy.
But that's okay. I mean, what happens when you go 79? You look younger.
Yeah,
You look
it
younger.
is. It takes the wrinkles out.
Oh, no doubt, son. So anyway,
Man,
good time.
time.
We're gonna go put these things on the trailer, right? We got a break in the weather since now that
we're gonna go dry off.
the hurricane's blown through. It looks like.
Yeah, I got.
awesome.
I'm saturated.
Dude, from the
Can you believe that freaking monsoon that rolled in? I mean, what perfect timing. I was like, man, just please don't get cloudy.
It held
did.
off. It held off.
Please don't rain, and held off to almost perfectly.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep. Man, what a good time. Drop it in. Good. I enjoy myself.
Me too.